Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about myself. So I graduated high school in 2020, straight into the pandemic, and I went to like a highly competitive engineering prep high school, which was basically kind of like a factory known for churning out students to send into like, these like highly up there, um, like basically really good engineering schools in India. But like I knew that I wasn't cut out to be an engineer, and that's not me acting like I was too good for these schools. Obviously not. I couldn't even get in if I tried. But I just knew I wasn't cut out to be an engineer because that's not what I wanted to do. And I chose to go to college for business, which I don't know why I chose 2020 trauma. Don't ask me why, but like it just seemed like the course that was the most aligned to my goals at that point in time. And so yeah, I graduated this May with a Bachelor of Commerce, and I double majored in like accounting and finance. And since then I've been doing like a 1 year's master in management. So I have like 6 months left. And like right now is my last summer break because I actually went to college in Australia, which is in the southern hemisphere. So like December and January is when it's summer for them. So this is like my last summer break before I go back and finish off my last semester. And like, yeah, this is my last summer break, like ever. So like when I go back, there's no me coming back to India for another like 2 to 3 month vacation where I have no obligations anymore. The next time if I do come back to India for a vacation, I know I'm going to be employed. I probably still have things to keep up with, and I'm never gonna have this freedom again. And it's really scary. And like I grew up in America for like half of my childhood, so like American culture definitely has like a powerful influence on me. And like over the past few months, I've been seeing like comparisons of like American work culture versus like Australian work culture. And people were talking about how in America, like it tends to be a little bit like micromanaging. Obviously, I don't know. I guess it depends on what company you work in. But overall, they were talking about how, managers are always like hounding you, making sure you're getting every single task done. And versus I saw that in Australia, it was like you show up and you don't get any help. Like your employers expect you to know everything. And then I was like, wait, well, maybe I do want a manager that hounds me then, because like what if I don't know how to work? Like let's say I have like a graduate role, by some strange circumstance I actually end up securing a graduate role, and I'm in Sydney, and they're like I show up on the first day and they're like, all right, well, you're hired, you know what to do. I don't. I don't. Like I don't. Like I just, what if I don't know how to work? Like I don't get it. Like this is gonna sound corny if I say it, especially because I just told you that one of my majors was accounting, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I honestly just like feel like I'm more of a liability than an asset sometimes. Like I know that sounds like some corny ass sad shit, but like it's how I feel. And like I know you shouldn't feel that way when you have like almost have 2 degrees under your belt, because like you should know something. But I don't know, like I feel like I stopped growing during the pandemic, and like up here is just like empty. And like I don't even know how I got through the past like 3 years, 4 years of school. Like this might sound like, yeah, you don't deserve a job if I say this, but like I feel like I'm a quick learner, and like I'm pretty like obedient. Like I'm gonna listen to you if you're trying to teach me, but like if you don't teach me, I'm so scared of not knowing what the fuck to do. Like I show up to work for my 9 to 5. I'm like, what do I do? Like, quick disclaimer, I'm not saying that like you should never be a go-getter. You need to just be paralyzed and wait for someone to like teach you everything. That's not really what I mean. I just mean more like I have been in these situations. I have gone to like job interviews in Australia, and where this like they just give me a task and they'd be like, oh, well, do this and then we'll see if we want to hire you. But it's like I don't know how to do this, bro. Like this is what, like, I know that job training exists. So like why don't you check my skills that I do have right now, and then maybe you can hire me, and then maybe I can like prove myself to you after you kind of show me the ropes a little bit. You know what I mean? Like that's what I actually mean. And like, okay, maybe I'm just behind and I should know how to do certain things before I go to an interview, I guess. But like sometimes these interviews are fucking crazy. Like you expect so much out of me, bro. I'm like 22. And a couple months ago, I like made this like video about not being passionate about my degree, which is true to a certain extent. Maybe I just didn't like the teaching, but like over the past few months, I've realized that there are topics in the 2 degrees that I've done / am doing where that I do enjoy. Like I think I genuinely enjoy a job where I'd be managing someone's wealth, or like researching stocks and getting to sort of compare them. I think I'd enjoy that. Like, genuinely, I think I'd enjoy that. But only for like a certain period of time. And like, ever since I was a kid, my parents were so good with like letting me pursue what I wanted. Like, they'd put me in any hobby that I asked them, and I used to do them for a couple of years. Sometimes I'd have to like stop after a couple months just because of circumstances. And like, sometimes I'd do them even though I'd lose interest in them. But in my head, I knew that I wasn't really into it anymore. But like, there's some things that I did for like a good amount of years. I didn't quit right away, but like, basically I could quit anytime I wanted to, any of those hobbies, because I was just a kid, there weren't any consequences. But like, just because I get bored at my job now where I'm like managing someone's fucking trust fund, you can't just quit a job every 6 months like you quit a hobby. Like that's a job that's supporting me, and like, God forbid you have kids. I guess this video is giving me an idea that maybe I should hold off on that, because like, I don't know. It's just sad because I feel like I'm gonna have 2 degrees under my belt in like 6 months, and I still feel like I won't ever be of any genuine value. Like, I won't be able to provide any genuine value to a company. And I know it's like a first world problem. I know so many people would kill to be in my place right now and be dealing with this silly dilemma. And like, I'm not the first person who's realized that a 9 to 5 can be, like draining, but like, just thinking about it, like the mental anguish of like, I don't know. I shouldn't be making this video. I should just suck it up like everyone else, right? Like, I'm not special. I know that. I know I'm not special. I'm positive most of the time. So I know I shouldn't be saying this, but like, I don't know. Sometimes things look bleak, and like, I can't help it. Like, I can't always be positive. That was my mom. I'm going to end this video now. Okay. I don't know. I just think we should have more conversations about graduation anxiety. Yeah. See you later.